Hi, I'm Grant Carpenter, an attorney right here in Central Ohio, and today I'm here to answer some of the most commonly asked questions that I receive when a client comes into my office with a personal injury case. So the first question I'm always asked is, do I really need a lawyer for my case? So some of you might have been contacted by insurance companies or received initial offers for insurance companies, and you're thinking, do I even need to hire an attorney to handle this case? Well, my advice is yes, and you need to understand that insurance companies, the adjuster may come off as friendly, but they're really designed to pay you as little as possible. And when you don't have an attorney, an attorney's role is to get you paid as much compensation as possible based on their experience and their understanding of what the injuries are worth. And for you to try to handle this yourself as opposed to trusting an attorney, you're really setting yourself up to be taken advantage of by the insurance claims adjuster. The second question I often receive is, how much does it cost to hire you? We operate on a contingency fee basis, which means that you don't pay me unless I win. In other words, if there's not a settlement, you don't owe me anything. But if there is a settlement and we're able to reach a number that works for everybody involved, then I would just be paid a portion out of that settlement. The third question that I often receive is, what am I entitled compensation for? In general, you're entitled for compensation for your medical expenses, your wage loss, and your pain and suffering related to the incident that caused you to be injured. So for pain and suffering, that relates to things that you were able to do before the accident that you really enjoyed doing that you can no longer do anymore because you're injured. It's hard to put a value on that number, and so that's why you really need a lawyer to help you, particularly with the non-economic damage portion of your claim. The fourth question I often receive is, how long do I have until I can file a case? I often get calls from people that have been, and rightfully so, focused on their treatment. So perhaps they're in the hospital for 3 months and never really thought about contacting an attorney. Am I okay? Do I need to file something immediately? In general, you have 2 years from the date of the incident to file a personal injury claim. So it's incredibly important to contact an attorney as early as possible before that so you can preserve your statute of limitations rights and to make sure that the claim isn't exhausted or extinguished, because at that point, the claim would lose all of its value and you would not be entitled to any compensation for any of your injuries. Thanks for watching this video. I hope that this has been helpful in you understanding personal injury claims. If you have any questions or would like any help with any type of personal injury type cases, I'd love to help you out. My number is 614-549-2348. I'd love for you to give me a call so we can discuss further.